then what is the human shaitan? Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to tell us, seek refuge in Allah from the shaitan of the jinn, shaitan al-ins, the shaitan of the human. Remember when we said shaitan means those who delude you away from the right path. So it's evil. A jinn can become a shaitan and really evil, and a human can become a shaitan and really evil. They are the really bad friends who become evil. They don't respect the Quran, they don't respect Allah, they don't respect even themselves, they've got no shame. They worship their desires and they try to delude you into the wrong place. I'll give you an example of a human being. So some human beings are full out shaitans, they're always shaitans. Some human beings are shaitans sometimes. Some human beings are really good, but there comes moments where their shaitan deludes them and they become transformed into this little shaitan for a little while. I'll tell you which types they are. They're the people who pray in a day and do everything, and their shaitan comes up and say, man, you've been praying a lot, you've done Ramadan a lot, mashallah, you know, you got a whole bag of hasanat, it's time for you to let your hair down a bit, just for tonight, just for tomorrow. And then next day, you go back and pray and ask Allah to forgive you. So that moment is vulnerability. And then he'll go and say, you can't do it without your mates, you've got to call your mates. Oh, you can't do your mates without having something entertaining. Why don't you get some cigarettes? Why don't you get some vapes? Why don't you get some argila? Why don't you go to a beautiful joint? Some of them, why don't you roll up a joint and do something like that, because it'll make you just escape the reality of the world. You know, you're going through too much stress, you've gone through too much, you've got problems with your family, at work, at school, with the Muslims around you, they will give you a headache. Why don't you just go and mellow out a little bit and then ask Allah to forgive you? Anyway, the scholars did say that it could be a minor sin. That's how the shaitan talks to you. These are whispers. Justifications after justifications, but the shaitan looks for the vulnerability. Ibn al-Qayyim, a great scholar, he said, the shaitan can actually feel your heartbeat and can feel your weaknesses. Something about a sixth sense with the shaitan, the jinn shaitan, and feels when you're vulnerable and will attack you from there. So you've got to be aware. Say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, say, I will not listen to that. And it requires a bit of mujahada, a bit of struggle. So this shaitan al-ins comes and tells you, come on, let's do it, and justifies everything for you. You spend a bit of time with them, next minute you find yourself in terrible, terrible trouble. Brothers and sisters, that's why Rasulullah used to warn us about an evil friend. At that moment, that friend is a shaitan, calling you to evil. You might be with them and say, it's time for salat, well, I got to pray. And don't worry about salat, man, you know, we can pray tomorrow. We have these types of friends. So Rasulullah tells us, be careful of what kind of friend you have. Some friends, they pry, they want to know everything about your family, about your life, about personal life, because they just want to backbite you or gossip about you, or to use it as a weapon against you one day. I tell this to young teenagers, say, listen, be careful. Some friends, don't make them too close yet. You've got to really know them. Like one man came to Umar ibn Khattab and said, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, I know this person, I trust him. He says, did you travel with him? Did you deal with him in business? Have you done anything that involves something sensitive? He says, no. There's maybe you saw him pray a lot at the mosque. He goes, yeah. He goes, you don't know him, you don't know anything about him. So you can't trust everybody else, right? And sometimes I tell these teenagers, be careful the type of friends and what kind of secrets you tell them. Because one day if you have a fallout, I've seen a lot of these so-called friends, they use that against you and they spread rumors about you to use it against you to get revenge. So you've got to be very careful with your secrets and privacy. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about 8 different types of friends in the Quran. And one of them, who is the worst, that is like the shaitan, is called a khazul. وَكَانَ الشَّيْطَانُ لِلْإِنسَانِ خَذُولًا. The shaitan is truly a betrayer, a two-faced cheater and liar to the human. Tells you one thing and next minute throws you under the bus. So be careful of these types of human shaitans as well.